All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. It's the brother Matazah Yahweh Da, back at you with another Bible lesson, right? And a lot of the times in mainstream Christianity, they say, you can't judge me. Only God can judge me, right? And I'm going to show you some examples on how to diffuse that notion, right? Because actually, that's a damn Tupac lyric. That's a damn Tupac lyric. The Christian church has incorporated Tupac Shakur's rap line, man. It's just absolutely ridiculous. But let's get into it, though, man. I'm going to go to Psalms 149 real quick. This is Psalms 149, verse 4. It says, For Yahweh taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their bed. Let the high praises of God be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand. Salakia. To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishment upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints, right? So all his saints, right, are going to be having honor into judging these people, to execute judgment on the heathens, right? Because they've enslaved us, indoctrinated us with all facets of ideologies from different cultures and ideologies, right? So they have to get their judgment. But this is another example of people judging righteously, right? Let me get here. This is Proverbs chapter 8, verse 16. And it says, By me princes rule, and the nobles, even all the judges of the earth. Right? So the Most High, he said, by me princes rule, and the nobles, and the judges of the earth. So there are judges on the earth. Right? Just that simple. This is Proverbs, Salakia. This is Proverbs chapter 31 and 9. It says, Open thy mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause of the poor and the needy. Right? So you have to open your mouth and judge people. I get so tired of hearing the same thing, man. You can't judge me. You can't tell me what to do. Who made you God, right? The Most High has it in his laws for us we have to judge, right? And if we don't judge, then we will be held accountable for not telling those people their judgment if they continue to do what they were doing, right? Let's get into the law, though, right? This is Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse, I start at 16. And it says, And I charge you judges at that time, saying, Hear the causes between your brethren, and judge righteously between every man and his brother, and the stranger that is with him. And ye shall not respect persons in judgment. Ye shall hear the small as well as the great, right? So he's telling us how to properly judge, right? In today's society, if you got a lot of money, you're going to be 9 times out of 10, you're going to be looked at as being someone that is innocent in a sense, right? If you got enough money, you'll get off scot-free. But if you're poor, you won't, right? But that's not righteous judgment. This is the Edomites' kingdom. This is the so-called white man's kingdom. There's nothing in order here, right? So, he's giving us laws on how to judge people, man. We're supposed to judge people the same, equally, right? Rather it be your mom, your dad, your wife, your brother, your sister, you. We're supposed to judge righteously, man, right? And it says, but ye shall hear the small as well as the great. Ye shall not be afraid of the face of man, right? So we're not supposed to be afraid of whoever we're in front of, whether it be an elder in our community who's prominent. It doesn't matter. We're supposed to judge those men and women accordingly, right? Just like you still have people rooting and saying that the so-called brother polite, right? They're saying that he's innocent and all this other stuff. That man is guilty, man. And they're only saying that because they love his ideologies. That's respect. That's having respect of persons, right? You're not supposed to do that. It says, for the judgment is God's, and the cause that is too hard for you, bring it unto me, and I will hear it, right? So the Most High gives us instructions on how to properly hear manners in the right way of cases, right? And judgment. Let's go here. Go to NLT real quick. Go here. Leviticus 19, right? Because this goes on a lot, man. Because if we don't do it like that, then all manner of wickedness will go on, right? All manner. Just look outside, man. If you from the hood, man, just look outside, man. How many people done died because somebody said something that wasn't true? Just flapping their lips, just saying stuff, man. Gossip, spreading gossip. That's against the laws of God, man. This is Leviticus chapter 19 and 16. It says, do not spread slanderous gossip among your people. Right? That is so huge, man. Just imagine people not lying on you. Just imagine people not just spreading all type of fugazi stuff, man, about you. Right? It's against the law to do these things, to gossip amongst your people. That creates confusion. Right? Don't be one of those people. Do not be one of those people. Right? This is Psalms chapter 15 and 3. It says, those who refuse to gossip or harm their neighbors or speak evil of their friends, those who despise flagrant sinners and honor the faithful followers of Yahweh and keep their promises even when it hurts, right? So it's honorable to not be evil, speak evil of your friends, right? And gossip. Let me keep going though. And it says, those who lend money without charging interest and who cannot be bribed to lie about the innocent, such people will stand firm forever, man. Right? So those people that don't do these things are solid individuals that you need to cleave onto, that you need to hold near and dear to you, man. Because it's wicked out here. Because you got people that do the opposite of these things, who break God's laws, who spreads gossip, who speak evil on their friends, right? Who doesn't despise flagrant sinners, right? Who don't keep their promise, who don't lend money, right? And they will be bribed. They will backdoor you to snake you out, man. You gotta watch your friends and your family. right? Let me go here. Proverbs 16. This is Proverbs 16 and 28 in the NLT, might I add. It says, a troublemaker plants seeds of strife. Gossip separates the best of friends, right? So you want to stay away from these people, man, because they're troublemakers. They're breaking God's laws, right? They're breaking up friendships. You have to separate yourself from these people, because these people will do like nothing but destruction and chaos around them at all times, right? And I'm pretty sure you know people like that, right? This is Proverbs 17 and 4 in the NLT. It says, wrongdoers eagerly listen to gossip. Liars pay close attention to slander, right? So wrongdoers are eager to listen to gossip, man. They're eager to hear about who shot who and what did what and who was sleeping with who, right? Just so they can put a spin on it. So they, you know how niggas is, man. They gotta add that little razzle dazzle to a story all the time, right? You gotta be careful with these people, right? You have to. Let's see. This is Romans chapter 1, verse 28 in the NLT. It says, since they thought it foolish to acknowledge God, he abandoned them to their foolish thinking and let them do things that should never be done. Their lives became full of every kind of wickedness, sin, greed, hate, envy, murder, quarreling, deception, malicious behavior, and gossip. You see that? You see that? The Most High abandons those kind of people who spreads gossip. And foolish people, man. Because all of this is the fruits of the flesh. Right? All of this is fruits of the flesh, man. People operating off their fleshly wants. Right? You gotta stay mindful of keeping these laws. Don't be out here spreading gossip, right? Verse 30, they are backstabbers, haters of God. I know somebody like that. I know a few people like that, right? Shout out to you. Blessings, peace and blessings to you, though. Isolate, proud, and boastful. Whew, ain't they boastful, man? Very boastful in the way that they flagrantly sin against the Most High. They invent new ways of sinning, and they disobey their parents. They refuse to understand, break their promises, and heartless, and have no mercy. Right? And these are the type of people who end up getting messed up and then blame God for his judgment. No, it's because you didn't follow God's laws. Right? Verse 32. It says, they know God's justice requires that those who do these things deserve to die. Right? So a gossiper. Right? A backstabber. People who are malicious in their behavior. Right? They deserve to die. Right? It says, yet they do them anyway. So these people do it anyway. They know it's wrong, and they do it anyway. Right? It says, worse yet, they encourage others to do them too. Right? They encourage other people to commit adultery, gossip, carry on strife, hate, right? This is the literal fruit of the flesh, right? The fruit of the flesh, man. The spirit, it's the spirit of the flesh, man. And it hops on other people. And those people who succumb to those devils, man, those demons, I feel sorry for you. You have to watch out for these people. Most I said, be always watching, man. Be always looking. Right? Don't be out here lacking, man. Because a silly person is going to tell you to do these things. Right? And where does this come from? It comes from, partially comes from that Christian church too. The indoctrination of being a society that has no moral code. Right? And that's Bible prophecy, man. Let's get there. Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 28, right? And it says, they are fat and sleek, and there is no limit to their wicked deeds. They refuse to provide justice to orphans, right? What's a part of justice? Judgment. They refuse to help the orphans, right? And deny the rights of the poor. Should I not punish them for this, saith Yahweh? Right? Let's look at this real quick in a KJV. Read it right there. Yeah. It says, they are waxing fat. They shine, yea. They overpass the deeds of the wicked. See, they overpass the deeds of the wicked, man. How do they overpass it? It says, they judge not the cause. They don't judge. They don't tell people where they're going wrong. No one can hold these people accountable because they don't care. Right? It says the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper, and the right of the needy do they not judge. Right? And this is the problem with our community. We have people who are pastors. You look at the word, what pastor means, man. It's just the leader, the head, a protector, right? A keeper of the flock, right? And we're the flock of Israel. And you have people who are in prominent positions telling us we can't judge people. And you have people eating that up. And then we wonder why our people are destroyed. Because of the Christian church. Right? And that God and the so-called white man. Right? They want to keep us dumb and docile. You have to really understand, man, who you are. Yahweh gave us laws, statutes, commandments to govern our nation. They're trying to take that out. So without structure, without these laws, we are operating exactly where we at now, in dysfunction. These laws are set here for a reason, for us to prosper and live. If we don't keep the laws, we die. It's just that simple, right? Let's go here, because this is like the famous verse that the Christians, they love to go here. We're going to read it in New King James Version, though, right? It says, judge not that ye be not judged, right? They close the book and say, see, you can't judge me, right? It's a lot more than that, man, right? It says, for with that judgment you judge, right? So what judgment? Let's just say you call somebody out for being a homosexual, right? It says you will be judged. So if you're not a homosexual, you can judge that person. But watch this. And it says, and with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you. But if you are a homosexual, that same measure of judgment is going to be added onto you because you too are a homosexual, right? And that makes you also a hypocrite, right? And it says, and do you look at the speck in your brother's eye, but do not consider the plank in your own eye, right? Meaning you worried about what's going on in this brother's eye, but you got a whole damn tree log in yours. You don't have the room to talk about anybody, right? It says, or how can you say to your brother, let me remove the speck from your eye, and look, a plank is in your own eye? Hypocrite, first remove the plank from your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye, right? So if you don't sin, if you take that homosexual spirit off of you, that adulterous spirit off of you, that idolatrous spirit off of you, so you can see clearly, then you can tell your brother, hey, you have a speck in your eye, and pull it out of that brother, right? Pause. It says, do not give what is holy to the dogs, nor cast your pearls before the swine, lest they trample under their foot and turn and tear you in pieces, right? So essentially, just listen, man. You can judge. Just make sure you're not partaking in the same sin that woman that sister or that brother is, right? Let's go into what Yahushua said. Let's go here. What did Yahushua tell us? Right? This is John chapter 7, verse 24. And it says, judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment, right? So just because somebody says, oh, this person did this, you don't then jump on that bandwagon and say, yeah, that person did this, because then you will become a gossiper, and then that means you will be in direct, you will be in sin. You close your damn mouth and you hear the cause. As it says in Deuteronomy 1:17, hear the cause, right? Get all the information that you can, then you can talk about the judgment, right? Let's go here. 1 Corinthians 2, verse 15. It says, but he that is spiritual judgeth all things, right? So if you keeping these laws, statutes, commandments, you have, yes, judge. You're supposed to judge. It says, yet he himself is judge of no man, right? So that means you can't be judged. I mean, you got to be spotless, bro. Right? And how do you remain spotless? You don't break the laws of the Most High. You keep the Sabbath. You wear your fringes. You go out in these highways and byways. You be a good wife. You be a good husband. You be a good father. You be a good son, a daughter. Right? All of these things. Then you can judge. Right? Let's go here. 1 Corinthians 6, verse 2. It says, do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? Right? We are the saints, man, the Israelites. Right? And it says, and if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters? Right? Yes. Yes, we're supposed to judge, man. We are worthy to judge the smallest matters if we are keeping the law, statutes, commandments. It says, know ye not that we shall judge angels? How much more things that pertain to this life? If then ye have judgments of things pertaining to this life, set them to judge who are least esteemed in the church, right? So we are supposed to judge, man. We are supposed to judge, brothers and sisters. Let's see. 1 Corinthians 14 and 29. It says, let the prophets speak 2 or 3, and let the other judge. Right? Literally, it's telling us to judge, man. So don't believe these Tupac lyrics, man. They are not fruitful, man. They're going to lead you into destruction. This is Deuteronomy chapter 25 and 1. It says, if there be a controversy between men, and they come unto judgment, that the judges may judge them, then they shall justify the righteous and condemn the wicked. Right? So we have a judicial system of our own. And we are supposed to have a conversation, right? Investigation, right? They're going to judge the righteous. They're going to find out who's the righteous and the wicked. And it says, and it shall be, if the wicked man be worthy to be beaten, that the judge shall cause him to lie down and to be beaten before his face, right? So they find if the man is worthy of being beaten, right? They find if the man is worthy of being beaten or not, right? According to his fault by a certain number. 40 stripes he may be given him and not exceed, right? Let's see. It says, least if he should exceed and beat him above these with many stripes, then thy brother should seem violent to thee. But yeah, that's just examples of us having our own judicial system, having judges that's above us. It's not hard, man. Just reading is fundamental, man. Stop believing all these fallacies. Pick up the Bible and read. And just to close it out, I'm going to go here. This is Deuteronomy chapter 16, verse 18. And it says, judges and officers shalt thou make thee in all thy gates. Right? So we're supposed to have judges and officers wherever we are, right? Which Yahweh thy power giveth thee throughout thy tribes. And they shall judge the people with just judgment. Right? It says, thou shalt not wrest judgment, thou shalt not respect persons, neither take a gift, for a gift doth blind the eyes of the wise and pervert the words of the righteous. Right? So this is very cut, clean, simple. We're not supposed to respect the persons, no matter who they are. That's righteous. Right? So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh. I do so in his name, his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Shalom. Till next time.